I wish somebody had given me that advice.
I went on ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT the question. I'm a normal person who earns $50,000 a year. I want to be financially free in the future. Give me a one-sentence answer based on all of the wisdom in the world taken from every expert in investing ever.
I know what the right answer is. I don't know what the answer.
What do you think it's going to say?
Read The Simple Path to Wealth. I don't think that's what it's going to say, but that's the right answer.
And the Simple Path of Wealth talks about 3 principles, right?
Right.
I'm going to check it against what it says.
Avoid debt.
Yeah.
Live on less than you earn. Invest the surplus.
It said, focus on saving and consistently invest in low-cost, broad-based index funds like the S&P 500 while living below your means and allowing compounding to work over time.
I should sue them for mining my book.
Yeah, they probably did. I then asked it another question. How do I earn more?
Earn more in a job or
I just asked a very broad question, which is, and now how do I earn more was my question.
develop your skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
It said to earn more, focus on developing high-demand skills.
Oh, there you go.
Seek opportunities for career advancement, explore side hustles, or invest in assets that generate passive income like real estate or dividends. I really think there's a really important part there about developing high-demand skills.
What are those going to be in the future
Yeah.
with AI? Because programming, for instance, used to be a very high-demand skill, and people said, learn how to program.
Yeah.
From what I understand, in the age of AI, yeah, that's not so much.
The advice I'd now give to my kids based on that is I would ask, if my kids came to me and said, Dad, what should I go learn? I would say, go and work for a startup. I said startup because you're going to be very close to the CEO and founder because there's going to be less desks. So you're going to be closer to the proximity. That is failing at the cutting edge. So if it's AI, I'd say go work for an AI startup. I probably not going to work out. You're probably going to be, the company will be bust in a couple of months' time, but you're going to be so close to the failure.
And you will learn so much.
Yes.
If you could stop worrying about money and start making your own money work for you. Financial freedom isn't about being rich overnight. It's about learning how to manage, save, invest, and grow your money wisely. In this video, you'll hear people on how they invest their money, how you can actually get financial freedom. Let's learn.
Becoming financially free does not start with earning more money. That's the misconception that everybody has. It starts with knowing exactly where your money is going. Most people think freedom comes from a higher income, but what actually happens is this: as your income goes up, your lifestyle also inflates. You've got new habits, which leads to new expenses. It's literally the same stress, but on a higher level. And that's why money management matters more than money itself. The first real step is transparency with yourself. Open an Excel sheet or a notes app and write down everything, to every dollar, every coffee, every subscription, every impulse buy. Write what you spent. Write what you spent it on, track your income and your expenses, and simply create a cash flow overview. And I promise you this, you'll be very surprised. Small expenses don't feel dangerous. $4, $5 there, $6 there, but they accumulate quietly. And these daily habits turn into monthly leaks, and then eventually these monthly leaks turn into yearly losses. Once everything is on paper, you finally see reality, not assumptions. And then comes the important part. You eliminate. Not everything, not all enjoyments, just the things that you don't need, the things that add nothing in your life. And this isn't about being extreme. It's about being intentional with yourself. Financial freedom is not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's just a slow-paced jog. You don't win it with one big move. You win it with small, consistent steps. And structure creates clarity. And clarity creates control, and control is where freedom completely starts. So put everything on paper. What you see clearly, you can finally change.
The key to saving money is acting like you have no money. Okay, and not budgeting, not tracking, not planning, just pure denial of access. Okay, because the moment you acknowledge that you do have money, now options appear. Okay, now everything feels possible, and that's where things go wrong. That's where things go wrong. So instead, you have to move through life like your account is in a very sensitive state. Okay, you see something you want, and you have to immediately think to yourself, that's not for me. That's not for me. Okay, not because you can't afford it, but because you're protecting your future self from your current self. Okay, and your current self is very convincing. Very convinced. It has logic, it has reasons, it has a whole speech prepared about why this purchase makes sense, why you deserve it, why you've earned the right to be happy. No, you haven't. You haven't earned the right to be happy. Okay, so you cannot listen to that version of you if you want to save money. Saving money is less about math and more about avoiding yourself.
If you're finding this helpful, remember financial freedom starts with knowledge. The more you understand about budgeting and saving, investing, and building multiple sources of income, the more confident you become with your money. So don't just watch, take notes, apply what you're learning, and start with one step today.
Whatever you earn, don't spend more than 2/3 of what you earn. Save 1/3, because you will need that 1/3 in times of difficulty. And also, the 1/3 that you save gives you what you call optionality, flexibility. If the boss makes life very difficult for you, you can quit, accept maybe a lesser paying job until you find another job. So resilience and flexibility and optionality, I think, should be built in the way we think about financial security. Cost of living varies from person to person. It depends on what you consume, what you spend your money on. That's why I come back again to this principle of frugality. Spend on what is essential, especially in difficult times. Try to save. Saving for a rainy day, such as when cost of living goes up, is very important. It's about resilience.
I don't care if one person watches this video and it helps one person. That will be one person who is better off in life. This is the secret, or at least a secret, on how to get financially ahead without being rich, without having a bunch of money that mommy and daddy gave you, by just being a normal person who is a little bit strategic. I did this making $16 an hour. I have nothing to sell you. If you don't do it, I don't care. Although, it is a good idea. Find a way to save some money. Here's some ways to do it. If you are able to live at home, live at home. If you're able to rent an apartment with friends so that you are specifically only renting a bedroom so that your rent is cheaper and so that you can save money, do that. But find a way to save money by keeping your housing costs cheap. Okay, we got that, right? Get some money saved. Preferably, if you can, I know it sounds like a lot of money, but I swear you can do it, $10,000 over the course of a year or two. That is doable. Set a plan. From there, get in touch with a good realtor in your area, okay? In Connecticut, I am a realtor. We have a program called CHAFA where you can get up to $25,000 of down payment assistance. This is a grant. Stick with me. This is a grant. It is forgivable. 10% of that $25,000 is forgivable every single year, which means you don't have to pay it back. It is true assistance. It's not a loan. From there, you and that realtor are going to buy a 2 to 4 unit multifamily property. Have that realtor send you properties and find a 2 to 4 unit that you can own or occupy. Use the down payment assistance. Now, it's great that you have a little bit of money saved up, but that is for maybe a little extra that you're going to need to put down, or for an emergency on something you're going to need to fix. But otherwise, live in a 2 to 4 unit multifamily. The goal should be to have the tenants living there paying some or all of that mortgage. I did this. I was actually profiting $100 a year. $100 a month while living there. That should be your ultimate goal. While that is happening, you can then pay off your other debts. You can save up a bunch of money so that you are then able to get your house or get another multifamily, but this should allow you to save money very quickly. And it will change your life. I'm telling you, you can do this with a couple of multifamily properties. You can just do it with one multifamily and then take a couple years to save up and buy your primary residence. Then rent out the unit from the multifamily property that you were living in, and that can pay some of your mortgage at your new primary residence. This is a way to get ahead, I'm telling you. When it seems impossible, when it seems that everything is so expensive and that there's no way for you to pay for your student loans or your car payment or your utilities or your rent, this is how you get ahead. This is one of a few ways, other than learning a high-valued skill, this is a way to get ahead. What is your most expensive piece in life? I can tell you, it's going to be your housing. This is how you make your housing cheap. This is how you get ahead. I hope this helps one person. Hopefully more, but at least one.
Number one is you have to pay yourself first. So when you're out earning money, most people say, if you want to become successful, live within your means. That's a lie. If you want to become successful, you have to live below your means. So the step one is you must 100% reduce your expenses. You have to go through all of your stupid subscriptions on all of the streaming services, all the social media. Look at everything that's on a subscription and cut it all out. You have to stop wasting money going and buying fast food or Grubhub or food delivery services. You're paying a fortune in delivery fees and other service fees. You are wasting your money. You could be eating better, lose a ton of weight, never be hungry if you just made simple meals at home like I do. And all you need is 2 basic ingredients, rice and beans. The third one is fresh vegetables, and the fourth one is some inexpensive protein, such as chicken, turkey, lamb, beef, salmon, whitefish, cod, simple proteins. And you don't have to be a cook. It's the simplest thing in the world to cook. I'm going to do a show on that. It takes no time, and you can make it, throw it in the pot in the morning, you have it for dinner, and throw it in a casserole, or you have it for lunch the next day. It is simple to make simple, delicious meals. I mean, super fantastically delicious that take virtually no time and cost about $1.50 for a huge meal. And it's nutritious, it's delicious, it's completely filling. You will lose weight and you will save hundreds of dollars a month, which you can use to get rich and attain financial freedom and independence.
Remember, financial freedom is a journey. It's not a destination. Start where you are, use what you have, and keep running. If this video helped you in any way, please just like and share it with other people. Join me for more practical lessons on building financial free life every Tuesday